Well, this week, the MPUC denied Cure's petition to reassess its approval of ALLETE's acquisition by two private equity firms. The Minnesota-based environmental group filed the petition in December, alleging that Minnesota Power representatives failed to disclose information about a proposed data center. The group claims Minnesota Power employees were taking part in discussions about the proposed Hermantown data center before the acquisition, but failed to disclose that during hearings. Well, this week, the commission denied the request, saying it has reviewed the entire record and finds that the petition does not raise new issues, does not point to new relevant evidence, and does not expose errors. Cure issued this response to Northern News Now about the decision, saying, in part, we believe it would have been an opportunity for them to gather more information about how Minnesota Power's new owners are implicated in data center development, potential conflicts of interest, and consider additional protections for ratepayers and northern Minnesota communities.